All right. Happy Monday, everyone. I'm just going to mute everybody real quick. Okay. Thanks for joining in. We have special guest, but familiar face, Shannon Seelman, the lovely Shannon. She is going to be helping us kind of build our belief and revisit our why and work on some vision boards. And for many of you, that is something we've been talking about because coming off of convention, a lot of us have had big goals and wanted to revisit like, okay, what are we doing? Where are we going? But some of you are newer to this team and maybe have never heard this conversation. So I'm going to turn it over to Shan. I'm super excited to hear from her. And I know you guys are going to want pen and paper or phone notes or something to write with. So go ahead, Shan. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being on here. And as you all know, Brittany's given me the wheel, and it's a little different wheel than Brittany has. I'm usually just winging it, don't have really great notes over here, but I'm just going to go with my heart and just lead you the best that I can here. So we're going to do a belief building activity. And if you've been here a while, you may remember this, but I feel like it's still good no matter what, how many times we do it. It just brings back like the belief and the hope for what we're doing. And I just think it's very powerful. So in the past, we've had you drop like comments in the chat, but I feel like this time I want to try unmuting. And if you're not afraid, I'm going to call on each of you and have you share. Okay, because I feel like we've got a good little group here. So first, let's start with sharing some fears that you have around sharing plexus. And these ones you can drop in the chat. Just like what kind of fears pop up in your head and your heart when you go to do your plexus IPA? What are the things that stop you? What are the things that make you kind of drag your feet or go do the laundry instead of sending the message? Let's talk about those things first. So Victoria said this person wouldn't want the business, right? So like we're sending out, lots of us are sending out business messages because we've learned that this is how you grow, right? You cannot go to Emerald or Diamond all by yourself doing this business. You have to have people alongside of you. So you don't want to be turned down. You don't want to be rejected. Fear of being misunderstood. There's so many fears, right? So we're not going to spend a lot of time on fears because we're not here for that. We're here for belief building. So all the fears in the world, but these are the things, the belief building things that we're going to talk about is what's going to make you excited, like fuel your fire and give you the motivation that you need to do the work. So hold on one second, guys. I got to open this door for my dog. Go, Zing. Go ahead. Bye-bye. See you later. Otherwise, we'll have like a crying puppy in the background. Like you're crying children, I have a dog instead. Anyway, okay, so the first question is, what has the plexus community meant or done for you? So I'm going to call on people. You ready? I'm going to call on Victoria first. Unmute and tell me, girl, what has the plexus community meant or done for you?
Okay, hold on. Let me book on myself here.
I'm sorry, I called on you and you're driving.
Okay. I'm breaking the law here too, because Ohio has a new law. Anyway, the community, I did not know that I needed the community, honestly, because I started sharing when we lived in Virginia and we went through a big move. And so I felt like I was losing my village, which, in a sense I was, but it was so nice to be able to have the community throughout that transition and just like a constant. So that's like, I would say that was super special to me. And then obviously over the years, it's just been incredible. And not only do I have amazing business partners, but incredible friends, and also just like reconnecting with people and like bringing people into our community that I haven't spoken with in a while. Like I love that reconnection piece too, and just sharing our wonderful community with those people that I haven't spoken with in a while and welcoming them in.
Yes, I love that so much. I've reconnected with so many people as well. So thank you so much for sharing. You girls can all put stuff in the chat also. I'm going to call on like 2 people per question so that we're not like so everybody can kind of share. So if you have some thoughts, you can drop it in the chat. What has the Plexus community meant or done for you? And also, Kim, I'm going to call on you for this question. What has the Plexus community meant or done for you?
Right after we moved here to the Poconos is when I decided to start doing the business. And that's when I started getting on the team calls and everything. And I just feel like you guys have become like my sisters, my little baby sisters, because I'm so much older than most of you. And just a real caring for each other, and you never feel alone. You always have people behind you cheering you on, even if it's just something small. And that is just the coolest thing. Like, we're not in, it truly is one plexus, because we're not in this just for ourselves. We're in to help people. And like, I can pop in and ask a question like, hey, what would you do for this? Or what would you tell someone? And you guys all are like there and offering help. So it's like we are really a family. And that was really neat when we moved here, because I had to make all new friends. And so when I started to do the business, I felt like then I had this huge community along with all the new friends I was making up here as well. So just amazing.
Yes, I love that so much. I feel like the word family stood out to me, and I truly feel like you all and everybody within Plexus is just one big family. Everyone is just so loving. And I know that I've been through some hard times, recently, and you've all just shown so much love. And I'm just going to read some other things that people put into the chat. So the community is my go-to for support, for fun, all the things. This community shows me what is possible. Oh my goodness, it's lifted me up from hard spaces continually. It's made me come out of my shell and my comfort zone. Oh my goodness, so much in 1 year. I've never been so encouraged and had people support me and tell me I can do the things. I feel like you genuinely want the best for me and support me. And I just appreciate you all so much. It's so amazing to be a part of something big and not feel alone. Like, come on now. I want to cry right now. I have all the chills, but just so many amazing things about the community, right? So when we're reaching out to people, who wouldn't want to be a part of this community? Who needs this community? Who are we like holding back because of fear, inviting into this amazingness? Like, who wouldn't want to be our best friends and be on these Zoom calls with us? All right, next question is, what has the Plexus business done or given you? I'm gonna call on you, Britt, for that one. What has the Plexus business done or given you?
So when I was working in healthcare, I worked in healthcare for 12 years. I was at the hospital where Shannon works. That's where we met. I worked there for 12 years, and I had invested a lot in there, and I had like a certain kind of pride around my work, and I liked working and I liked what I had accomplished, but I always felt torn. I always felt like I wasn't giving my kids 100%. I didn't feel right about it. Didn't sit right. And so when I started doing the business, it was like the first time that I was like, oh, maybe things could be different. And when I jumped all in, and then, it replaced my full-time income, it's a huge part of the reason that we were able to say yes to my husband's job change, moving to the Poconos, homeschooling, like literally a completely different life. Like the business gave us a completely different life. So I am so grateful for it, because when I think like if Amber hadn't shared with me, I don't know that I'd be living here. I don't know that I would have this time with my kids, which is super precious. I now like absolutely love homeschooling, which I never thought, was something that I would. I don't know if I'd have Shiloh, right? Because our like lifestyle change is what like we were able to have that fourth child, right? So like just absolutely like crazy to think like how things could be different. And I truly feel like it has given me time back. I feel like I'm reclaiming time with my kids that I missed when they were little and I was working. So yeah, like absolutely life-changing.
I love that so much. That's why I called on you, because I was like, I need Brittany to remind us about how she used to live in Millville and now she lives in the Poconos in such a beautiful area. And I didn't even think about that with Shiloh. Like, you just have a completely different life because of the Plexus business. So again, girls, drop your answers in the chat because I want to read them at the end. Nicole, can you share with us what the Plexus business has done for you or given you?
Yes, I'd love to. All right, so it would look completely different as well. It's something I didn't know I needed. And sorry, there's going to be a car going by, of course. I ran a department before staying home with my kids, and I really kind of lost myself. And I was super depressed. Postpartum was hard, and this gave me something else to focus on and build. And I just love being able to share this gift with people, and it's given me a different perspective. I've grown myself more in the last 4 years than I ever have, and it's brought me closer to God, which is amazing. So I'm so grateful for that. When I started this, I was searching for that connection with him, but not really finding it. And Power Hour, jumping on there and hearing, all the prayers and all of those things, and being able to pray over each other and with each other, has just given me a different sense of what work can be. It doesn't have to be that 9 to 5 grind every day that you're missing out with your kids and different things like that. My husband has a really good job, and I was able to stay home, but this has given us so much more opportunity and options, by allowing me to share, and watching his belief in me as well is something that's really cool. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. I love all of that. That was just amazing. So some more of the comments in the chat were the Plexus business has given me hope for better for my children. I have financial freedom to give and to not have to work other jobs. Working towards quitting my job and only working on my Plexus business. Plexus has given me hope and a vision of a blessed future with my husband and children. And some other things that I had written down was time freedom, extra money, financial flexibility, options, being able to pay medical bills, being able to just pay bills in general, buy food, groceries, having your products covered, covering your monthly car payment, the personal growth, the fun prizes, the amazing trips. Like, we could go on and on and on about all the amazing things that this Plexus business gives to us that a 9 to 5 does not, that my hospital ultrasound job does not. Like, yes, I have a great job. I went to school. It's an amazing career, but this is so much more than I get from that job. It's just incredible. Okay, so the third question is, what have these Plexus products done for you? Robin, I'm going to call on you for this one. I want to hear what the Plexus products have done for you and your health.
I knew you were going to call on me. Hi, everybody. I would have to say it's made me sleep. I sleep a lot better. I mean, I went from Braden being a newborn to, his diabetes and still getting up every 2 to 4 hours. But now I sleep through the night because I don't have to get up with him as often. But my body was so used to that time clock of getting up every 2 or 3 hours, and that broken sleep was really taking a toll on me. So now I pretty much sleep through the night. I'm regular every day. I have more energy. I'm not as tired and feeling run down. I feel a lot better. So it has really helped me a lot. And I don't have to worry about taking my prednisone anymore for my rheumatoid arthritis. I've been off of that a year last week. So Plexus has helped me with
I always love when you share that, because
2 years of getting off of it, and I finally got off of it. So
22 years.
Happy for that. Yeah, I started taking it in 2000.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. I just always love when you share about your medication story and how you just stopped taking it one day last summer and you didn't need it anymore because you have Plexus. And I just love that so much. All right. Erica, are you able to unmute and talk to us? Yes, no, maybe so.
I know she's single momming it with
Okay.
her kids, so she might not be able to.
Okay.
I can. Maybe.
Okay.
Can you see me?
Thank you. Yes, I could see you and hear you.
Sorry. Yeah, it's been crazy. But basically Plexus for me, I mean, the biggest thing that I saw quickly with the reset obviously was the weight loss. And then after I started with like the triplex and everything else, I mean, just like the mental clarity that comes with it, the ability to keep that weight off, like the more energy that I have to run around with the 3 kids that I am single parenting with. And just, yeah, I mean, I love it. And I like will always take it. And so that, I mean, to me is, yeah, big.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for unmuting and sharing while you're single mom in it. I appreciate
I'm
it.
trying. Yeah. I'm popping popcorn in the back. So we're all right.
But yes, just feeling so much better and just having the energy and all of that. Let me see what we have in the chat here. Better sleep, being able to restart my whole entire system after bariatric surgery. Like that is incredible. Dropping medication. Coralie said, oh goodness, how long do you have? I poop, I have energy, I don't have migraines, I'm not sick every month, I'm not on prednisone for my asthma every few months, way less moody, I feel good, so many things. Regular cycles, Kristen's before and afters. Yes, I reposted that. That will be posting tomorrow on my Facebook feed because that is just incredible, the transformation of her skin. But just so how belief building was all of that we just shared, that all these things that we have, that when we get stuck in doing the things, we should just, I hope you jotted some of these things down. If you didn't, like go back and write some, like write 3 sections and write, these are the reasons why I share Plexus, because all of these things that we just shared, because we want to invite other people to have the same experiences, to experience the community and the business and the products and all of that. And that's why we are here doing what we are doing. So I hope that that was super inspiring for everybody in belief building. Unmute and give me an amen.
Amen, sister.
Amen, girl.
Thank you.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Amen.
All right, so I know we only have a couple more minutes left, but I'm gonna quickly go through, like go over our why and go over dream boards. I'm sure if you've been here for a little while, you've heard about whys and dream boards. So having a why is just like why you're doing this, what you're working towards. And I'm just gonna read a couple questions. You can type them out, write them down. You can answer them now or later, whatever you want to do, but guiding questions to develop your why. Your why is what keeps you grounded when something bad happens, when you don't feel like doing your IPA, and it's what gets you out of bed every day and gets you doing your IPA. It should be bulletproof. So how much money would you like to make with Plexus monthly? What would be life-changing for you? So writing down that number. And then Alita always says you should double it. So you take that number and you double it. And that is probably a number that you're like, whoa, that is a lot of money. And then what would you do with that money? And maybe like write 1 through 5 or 1 through 10 and write down some of the things that you would do with extra income for yourself, for other people, things that you don't kind of put any thought into or think that you can actually do it because you don't have the extra money. Like think big, think like, I don't know, you want a beach house in Florida or maybe Hawaii or Mexico, wherever you want, because you have the extra money. And then write down maybe like where you want to be next year by convention time. And why? Why do you want to be that rank or that points or and I just kind of went through my why recently. And I will read it to you if you would like. Should I do that? Should we share our whys? Yeah, okay. Okay, so my goal is to be Emerald by convention next year. That makes me like red in the face. And it's because I want to walk across the stage with some special people on this team, on this call. And what will the extra income mean for me hitting Emerald by then is to pay off all of our debt, renovations to our house, or the ability to just buy a whole brand new house, or a house that I want with all the things that I want, instead of having to like make this house what I want it to be. And I feel like Sarah pushed me to like say that. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna make renovations to this house and I'm gonna just change all the things. And she's like, but you have neighbors and you don't want them. And you don't have a big yard and you want a big yard. So like I would need to find a new property and a new house to like live out that dream of my house. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you're thinking about this, like dream big about it. And this is going along with your dream board too. These things can be on your dream board. I want to be able to stay at home. Like once we have babies, I want to be able to not have to go back to the hospital if I don't want to. I'm not sure how I'll feel at that point. Maybe I'll want to get away from them. No, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be like Brittany or what, but just having the options, right? Like we talked about, to decide at that point whether I want to stay home and be a stay-at-home mom or not. Like I said, pay off all my debt, renovate our house, buy a new house. We want to buy a camper and travel around, and to earn $5,000 a month with Plexus. So those are some of my things, some of my whys, and it's been ever changing. So if you're brand new and you're just shooting for silver, you might be, wanting to just get your products covered, or maybe you just want to be able to cover the cost of your groceries. Everybody's why is a little bit different and what they want the income for. Is there anybody that would like to share their why or what they want to do with extra income?
So I'll share this part of it. We have a religious release program that went in at our school, and it's all donation based. And I just keep in my mind, like, it just keeps popping up. $10,000 just keeps popping up to like donate to that every year. And I think that's, I don't know, like it's just, that's what's driving me at this point, is to be able to give like that for our community.
That's amazing. I love that so much. And that just reminded me that like some of your why, it doesn't have to be all about you. And I skipped my very first one, literally number one on my why is I want to help other women make an income from home that impacts the trajectory of their lives and their families' lives. Like I would love to do that for every woman that is on my team that wants to do this, that's running with me. Like that is my number one why I'm still here, while I show up and do my IPA the days I don't want to, because it's for you, not for me. So, and it's, like I said, ever changing. So don't feel like it's set in stone. You can always add to it. You can always change it. You can always dream bigger. You can always change it. It's ever growing. And then your dream board should be something that goes along with that. Like, put that house on there that you want, put that, wherever you're donating money to, put that on there, your family's pictures, whatever is going to get you, like I said, to get out of bed in the morning or to do the work. And then make it your screensaver on your phone, print it out and put it in your office. Victoria has been challenging us to stare at it for 2 minutes a day, which is very hard for me because 5 seconds, my brain is like thinking about the flowers outside that I need to water or something, but I'm doing it. And it does get a little bit easier each day, but it also is a daily reminder of like what you're going for and what you're dreaming for. And it just brings it to the forefront of your mind every day. So I love that activity, Victoria. I'm just trying to be funny. Okay. So with all of this, we don't have all of the details figured out, but I'm just going to let you know that the very last day of the month lands on a Monday. So me and Brittany chatted, and Victoria and whoever else, and we're going to do a last day of the month Zoom rally, pajama party, hat party. I don't know. We haven't figured it out yet, but it's going to be fun and exciting. And July is always the biggest month for Plexus and for us, with new recruits and rank ups. And there was one year where me, Brittany, Amber, and Victoria all ranked up in the same month. And I feel like this year it's time to do that again. So the last day of the month, we're going to do this fun Zoom. And in order to be invited on it, we're going to give you some things to do. And they're going to be things that are going to help you also. It's not punishment. It's not like we're just do these things, you know, whatever, but it's going to help you grow. It's going to help you do your IPA. So you have to write down your why. You have to create a dream board, and you have to have a goal for this month. And then you need to send those 3 things to your sponsor to be invited to our party Zoom the last day of the month. There might be some extra things going on that day. I'm not sure, but that for right now, the beginning of the month, we're going to do those 3 things and get that sent to your sponsor. And we're going to have an amazing month and last call of the month. And Brittany, if you'd like to hop in and add anything else, this would be the time.
This would be the time. Yes. Okay. I am so excited for our end of the month Zoom. It is a Monday night. So I know some of you work, you won't die. Okay. We stay up till midnight. My baby still gets up at 5:30. Nobody dies. You're going to be okay. So Monday night Zoom, 8:30 normal time, we'll have our call, and then the party Zoom will begin. And so I will be on, Shannon will be on, all of you are invited. Nobody dies, right? Until midnight. And so what that looks like is you can turn your camera off and put your kids to bed and come back. You can be popping in and out. You can be here. I'm probably going to like throw prizes out every now and then. And it's just going to be fun. And we're going to be moving orders and wrapping up goals. And those of you going for rank ups or re-ranks with those triple credits, we're going to be happening and like celebrating together as the things happen. If you've never been a part of one of these, it's literally the best thing ever. When Victoria was going for Emerald last March, Shannon just hopped on with her team and was just like cheering everyone on. Like, even though they're not like in the, you know, she's not in her downline, it was just fun. And that's what we do. So we want to bring that back. And we just all know that July is already off to an amazing start. We've added like 20 new VIPs to the team, guys. Like, so many of you are going for re-ranks and rank ups, or you're just getting started and you're excited. So do those things. So, okay, I put it in the chat, but your homework is to write your why or revamp it. Number 2, make your dream board. It doesn't have to be a poster board, guys. It can just be a picture on your phone, something, but those things that you're working towards, just get them together. And then
I ask a question?
Oh, yep, go ahead.
I'm sorry. So instead of a dream board, could it be a mission statement?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Just kind of what you're working towards, represent it with words or pictures, whatever works for you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the third thing is to set your goal for the end of the month and just communicate it to your sponsor, your upline, your person. And if you do those things, you're invited to end of the month party Zoom.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
And that goal can be, it doesn't have to be a rank goal. If you're not going for like a specific rank, it could be a point goal. It could be a find 1 new business builder. It could be add 3 new friends. It could be anything, whatever your goal is that you are working towards this month, that you are doing your IPA. Like, what are you looking to happen in your Plexus business this month? That's what your goal should be. Not just, don't just think a rank.
Yes.
Because we're not always going for a new rank every single month. So anyway, thank you so much, everyone. What are you laughing at? What's happening in the
Corley
chat?
said her goal is to look as hot as Shannon in her last post.
Stop it.
Oh man. Okay. And
That's so funny.
Corley asked, send in our group chat or send to you. I feel like it's super fun to see everyone's goals. So if you are willing to put it in our group chat or 2023 chat, pop it in there. I think it's really encouraging just to cheer each other on. If you're not cool with that, send it directly to your upline, your sponsor, and that's fine too.
Yes, I love that. Tag, if you want to put in the group chat, tag your upline right there in the group chat. Yeah. In our 2023 chat. Yay!
Hey, okay.
Thank you so much. I love you all.
Thank you, Shan. Thank you so much. I hope you guys feel encouraged and just reminded of like why we do what we do, right? When those fears kick in and you're like, well, I don't know if they want it. Just remember this call, like the health changes, what the community does for people, what the business does for people, right? We just have to be reminded sometimes why we're doing what we're doing, and it's totally worth it. So thank you, Shan, so much for leading us. You're amazing. And I can't wait to see your guys' whys and vision boards, and have a great night. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.